We're in the end game now.
So I'm jumping in on the One Marvelous Scene train started by Nando V Movies, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the playlist link in the description below. Now I figured all the MCU greatest hits would be covered, like I Am Iron Man and I'm Always Angry, so I wanted to take just a minute to talk about a film that I believe is underrated and often misjudged. Doctor Motherfucking Strange.
Well done.
Directed and written by Scott Derrickson, who's known more for horror films, and co-written by Robert C. Cargill, two of the best Twitters to follow by the way, and John Spites? This guy. Doctor Strange is a film about an egomaniac who finds humility after learning Eastern medicine and martial arts, but in reality it's a little bit more complex than that. I could talk all day about this film's man-abroading visuals and stunning cinematography that breaks the MCU's infamous monotony or the inventively choreographed fight scenes, but the thematic smoothie of life, death, and identity within this film is what will be important for years to come.
It's the time of the season for love.
Give me some time.
What? What?
I said time!
The film's subtext addresses humanity versus humility through the lens of mortality and temporality, which is just a fancy way of saying that someday we all die.
Death is what gives life meaning. To know your days are numbered. Your time is short.
The constant verbal and visual references to time, the fact that Strange's job is to save lives from death, and he himself has a near-death experience that turns his life around are the mere surface-level reinforcements. But today, I want to talk about the one scene that solidifies these themes, completes Strange's arc, and subverts the traditional big boss battle formula of modern blockbusters. No, not that scene. This one.
Dormamu, I've come to bargain.
But more on that scene later. Before I continue, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell icon to keep up with all the random shit going on here at Helm Media. And I don't know if I still have to throw this out there, but spoiler warning for Doctor Strange, Avengers Infinity War, and Endgame. Back to the show. The theme of time being limited yet cyclical for us is what I believe to be the core concept of Doctor Strange.
Oh, people used to think that I was funny.
In Hinduism, which is clearly referenced throughout the film with the use of mandalas and moksha, Kali is the goddess of death and time, and Dormamu can be seen as a sort of allegory, even though I know there's a literal goddess of death in the Marvel comics, okay? Watches, also shown throughout the film, symbolize our limited time on Earth, and so Strange's elaborately displayed cabinet of expensive watches showcases not only his pride, but also his fear of the inevitable, until finally he wears a broken one as a simple reminder of his numbered days.
Time, see what's become of me as I look around for my possibilities.
Who are you in this vast multiverse? Mr. Strange?
In the movie's inciting incident, Strange's watch breaks in the car crash. This marks the beginning of the death of his ego, arrogance, and selfish ways. Caecilius, his followers, and even the Ancient One utilize the power of the Dark Dimension in an attempt to cheat death. However, the idolization of immortality is obviously portrayed as villainous, and those consumed by ego or don't appreciate the transience of life will always be on the wrong side of history.
It's not about you.
I know, but I was just...
It's not about you.
Look, I'm just trying to illustrate that...
It's not about...
As a side note, I'd like to quickly point out here that I've heard some complaints that there wasn't a Scott Derrickson flair to this movie, and I couldn't disagree more. This imaginative fight scene not only nods to, but also elevates the source material by shooting it like a straight up horror flick. The way the lights suddenly drop and reveal the two ghostly looking astral projections hovering over the operating table leads to a supernaturally stylized fight that is pretty high concept for a big budget superhero movie. Shortly after, Derrickson even lets the film breathe to acknowledge Strange's realization that he just killed a man, breaking the oath he swore to protect and save lives. Okay, so I know this turned into an analysis of the film as a whole, but it's to illustrate the impact and possibly impetus for structuring this one marvelous scene the way the writers did. So this is it. The big bad is here. Doctor Strange and the other masters of the mystic arts are too late. The city's destroyed and the dark dimensions terraforming the earth, which leads to the obligatory yet incredibly creative fight scene that causes our hero to use the time stone to rebuild the city. Fucking brilliant. This is Nolan level use of movie magic, editing, and mise en scène. It isn't just done for the sake of spectacle either, it's a visualization of a superhero actually saving people, mostly non-violently. After this little mini-boss battle, Strange flies up to meet Dormammu. Realizing time as we experience it does not exist in Dormammu's realm, Strange creates a loop, knowing he is likely going to die many times.
Dormammu! I've come to bargain! Dormammu! Dormammu! Dormammu!
This self-sacrifice is the heart of what I believe to be Doctor Strange's character arc and therefore the movie's main message. It's a culmination of the symbolism, spectacle, and thematic conceit. Not only accepting death as a natural part of life, but using what time we have left to help others, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
As most of us have seen Avengers Endgame by now, we know the importance of not only the concept of time in the MCU, but also the crucial role that Doctor Strange's death and ability to embrace it was for the survival of the universe. Who knows? Doctor Strange's martyrdom might have even taught Tony Stark the sanctity of, in Cap's words, making the sacrifice play. But anyway, let me know what did you guys think of this video, and especially Avengers Endgame. Remember to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and comment down below with your favorite Marvel scene. For now though, I think we could all do a little bit better to live in the moment and remember.
It's not about you.